Southern National. We are back at Southern National, this time in the ARCA Series for the first time slot of the week. The key here for this combo is always you just got to survive the beginning and then take care of that right rear. It is so loose. This car is so loose here. You got to be so careful on that right rear throughout the race. But first you got to survive the opening laps, and that can be tough. People can lose it in front of you. There can be some big wrecks. I'm going to try and put down a qualifying lap. I'm not good at getting initial pace out of this combo, or any combo really for that matter. Just try and be smooth if you can.
One more lap.
That felt pretty good. 199. Alright. I thought that was going to be worse, but it was a little bit better through 1 and 2. A little bit better through 3 and 4. And we're going to go in 15-0. I will take that.
It's over.
Moves us to P5 at the moment. We're car number 8. I'm sure we'll drop a couple spots. Probably outside the top 10 if I had to guess. A lot of people are in the 14s. I cannot get there. We'll see. We got Scott in here. I'm still in P5, Justin on pole. Good luck to him. Scott just qualified right ahead of me with a 14.9. Chad in here as well. Good luck to him. Diego, I think, is a Nick viewer, I believe. Jeremy's in here. Good luck to him. Jordan hasn't put down a lap yet. Justin's saying that 18 or a 14.8 isn't amazing. Larry just ran a 14.9, but I think that's his first lap. Hopefully I can stay on the inside row for sure. Going on the outside. Not fun here. As Larry jumps me. But yeah, it's going to be so loose, especially on that outside line. And I haven't really done a practice lap on the outside, so I have no idea. We're just going to have to be careful. Larry ties Scott with a 14.914. And we are in 6th at the moment. Is that Larry's only lap? That's the only one he's done so far. Yeah, Jeremy had a 0.3. It's so hard to get any speed out of it. You have to be so careful that you think you're underdriving it like crazy, but if you try and push a little too hard, you're just sliding around the track. Looks like we will be starting on the outside. That's unfortunate, but we'll make it work, hopefully. I'm just running 12-1. I usually run 12-1 on tracks smaller than a mile. And since it's so loose here, I'm leaving the brakes at 68. You can probably move them up to like 70 or something. But I feel like at the end it will start getting a bit tight through the center. So I want it to be a little bit manageable. Maybe we'll move it down. I don't think it's going to be tight on entry. I just think through the center. And if we have the brakes moved back a little bit, we can kind of hit the brakes through the center and get it to rotate slightly. But I don't know. I don't know how it's going to work. I'm just hoping we can get through the beginning on the top side and get a nice little gap and not have anybody around us. We're getting pressured. It's going to make it really tough to back it up and not be too aggressive on entry or exit. And you can spin out easily on either side of the corner. Yeah, I'll try. Starting on the outside, Larry must have hit the wall or something for a second qualifying lap. Or he only ran one. I don't know. But he's starting P5. I am P6. double check this. I just looked at it, but I don't know. Jordan says he has a bad feeling, and it can be very messy here.
All right, man. Line up on the outside row now.
We put in plenty of fuel to finish
Yeah,
the ride.
low soft with a, it's just a really tough short track. You can get a lot of wrecking. But we got Scott right in front of us. We don't have too many people in front of us, so hopefully no one in front of us is going to spin, and we'll have nowhere to go. But we do have to worry about somebody overdriving it behind us and running into us, just sliding into the corner, unable to stop. It's going to be tough. It's going to be really tough. I did not want to start on the outside. But I don't know. I don't know if it's going to make much of a difference. Hopefully we can get a decent enough launch here and maybe sneak down in front of Chad. I don't know. It's going to be a tough one. But Scott's in the same situation we are, kind of. So maybe we'll just follow him, try to follow him. See Justin up there on pole. Evan is apparently a viewer as well. Good luck to him. He's number 9. Oh, I'm nervous. I just want to survive this start. We got 60 laps. That's a long ways. Good luck to Evan. Let's warm up these tires a little bit. Stuck on the outside. Hopefully we'll find a gap and get in. Somebody's liable to get loose and check up the inside at some point. But will it be somewhere we can get in pretty soon after the start, or will it be like in 18th place before we get in? I don't know. We'll do what we can.
Get ready.
Let's see what we can do.
The pace car is in. Green, green, green.
They are not going. Didn't need that.
You're up top,
And we're
wide.
just
You're
getting
all
dumped
clear. You're all
immediately.
around.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, that was cool. Just immediately thrown up the inside 3 wide and dumped. Just awesome. Awesome stuff. I didn't even overdrive the corner. He just threw it into the inside and dumped us. So forget everything I said at the beginning about trying to find a way to get in line and survive the start. That's all out the window now. Now we just have to hope a bunch of people wreck. Just immediately. Well, I did mention at the beginning that we just had to worry about getting run over too, but I didn't think it'd be that quick.
Have a slow car on the bottom.
That was pretty bad. Oh well, no damage. Tires are a little bit hot. We just need to keep it together. I don't know why he overdrove it so much. I couldn't go anywhere. I had Scott right in front of me. It's not like I had a bad start or overdrove the corner and left a gap. They were all checked up in front of me on that start. So now we're in dead last. Only hope is to get people wrecked. Get people that have wrecked. So I don't think we're going to catch up very easily to these guys. Maybe we will eventually, but I don't know. So hopefully we don't get into anything else. Leaders will probably lap us at some point. I think we got 10 T-boned at the end, didn't we? Didn't somebody hit us on the driver's side? I don't even remember. We slid up the track towards the wall. I think somebody may have just barely got into us on the side.
Are you chasing me all the way up the track?
Leader's flying behind us. 3.5 back. About to catch this group. In just a little while, maybe. I don't know. Really unfortunate. Didn't even get a chance to get in line or get any type of running going. Just immediately dumped in the first corner. '17 just got to the back of the 9 of Evan. They keep it together though.
Yeah, one inside.
And I'm in the wall.
Still there. Clear low, clear low.
I don't know how Evan held on to that. That was really good. He got hit in the left rear. Made one pass. See if we can get the 19. He's overdriving entry a little bit.
Got one outside.
Slides up.
Still there. What's the line?
See if we can make this pass.
All clear, all clear.
We do. Try and put a couple cars in between us and the leader without wasting too much time. Not that it matters really if we go a lap down. There's no cautions or anything. Can we get a top 15? Probably not.
Roll car ahead.
Okay, there's a big pile up here.
Go high.
It's gonna get us a couple spots. Didn't see who that was. At least we're far enough back we can dodge those things, those wrecks. Somebody's still on the apron down there. Probably got the conveyor belt going around the track. It's hard to get back going when you're parked perpendicular to the track. And somebody just got dumped right there. Survived that. Okay.
Got one stopped up high.
Somebody's up here stopped. I have no idea where he is
Car
now.
up high.
Please don't take revenge on anybody.
Appreciate that.
Cars trying to get around the 22, but he's just riding the low line. He's not even to the inside of him yet. I had to check up because I thought he was going to spin in front of me. Try and set up this pass. He just keeps exiting so low because he's trying to get around this lap car.
Got one inside. All clear, all clear. Got one inside. Still there.
Okay,
Hold your
it's
line.
going to shove me in the wall.
Stay high. There's a car on the low side. All
And
clear,
I just have
all
nowhere
clear.
to go. And the leader's right behind me.
Inside.
20 cannot get around this lap car, and I cannot get around the 20 because he's trying to get around the lap car, and we got the leaders coming up.
Inside.
Horrible situation right here.
Stay high. Clear low, clear low. Inside. Got one stopped up high. Still there.
22 just got sent. Let's go through it. All right.
Clear low, clear low.
Woo, we got lucky there.
There's C20.
We got lucky that time. We're in 15th. Now we got space for when the leaders get up here. I don't know how we got through that little tiny gap. Could have easily been killed again. That was bad. Overdrive of the corner, dragging the wall. 20 just got dumped by the leaders because he wouldn't let him by.
Alright, man. Halfway this time.
Already to halfway.
Outside.
Set up a pass on
Stay low.
16.
You're clear
He
high.
might have been letting me
Clear
go. He keyed up the mic. Evans loose. I feel pretty stable right now. And I was working the top side pretty well as well. I didn't feel too bad up there either. Evan overdrives it a bit. Get him on exit here if we can.
Still there.
Just don't overdrive it on his inside.
Stay low.
Inside.
Still there. Hold your line.
See if we can get this done before the leaders get here. Keep putting cars in between me and the leaders. If I can. I think Evan just got loose out of the corner. Catching Jeremy. And we're up to 13th. Well, that's not terrible. If you would have asked me before this session opened, I'd probably tell you I'd feel about 13th fastest in top split with this combo. So I'm not too upset, really. But I had much better track position to start with. Problem is, when the leaders get here, we're going to be trapped on the outside for a while. They've got a big long line of cars. And they're free of people in between us now, and I'm not really catching Jeremy anymore. And we definitely won't be once the leaders start passing us. But there's not much of the race left. And there could be some more wrecking. Scott's in third. I don't see Justin anywhere. He must have fell off a little bit. Kind of just holding steady here. The leaders haven't caught us too much last few laps.
20 more laps.
Got 20 to go. First 30 flew by, and now the last 10 laps felt like the same length as the first 30 laps. Feel like we got the halfway call 30 laps ago. But not quite. Just need to not make mistakes or put it in the wall. I think we can hold the leaders off, surprisingly. Catching Jeremy a tiny, tiny bit.
No, Gavin, it's not allowed.
But if he keeps it clean and doesn't make mistakes, I don't think we'll get him. But he's gotten loose a couple times out of the corner. Kind of catching that big gap, or big pack up ahead of them too, both of us. But just not enough laps left if they don't have a mistake. We've actually pulled away from the leaders a little bit. We don't need to be clipping the apron though. It's a good way to get wrecked.
Have a slow car on the bottom.
Another slow car.
Stop down low. Go high.
That is 4th position. I am surprised we've been able to recover from that decently well. Luckily we didn't get completely destroyed, we just kind of spun. I don't even think we got damage from when the guy hit us after we got spun. Very lucky for us. Wasn't lucky that we got dumped, but the fact that we just spun and didn't really get any damage for it was pretty dang lucky. Okay, we got a couple of lap cars up ahead of Jeremy now. That was bad overdriving in the corner. We are in P12. Could we get a couple more spots? Maybe?
We have 10 to go this time.
Only 10 laps to go. Jeremy gets a little loose trying to turn down underneath the lap car. Lap car doesn't move out of the way. So it's going to help us catch up a little bit more. Do we go to the outside on Jeremy? Probably not a good idea with those lap cars there.
Have a slow car on the bottom.
Another slow car.
Down low. Go high.
And he's just gunning it. Not for position. Jeremy overdrives it a bit. Try and set up something. He's getting loose. Had to just hit the brakes.
Bye, Gavin.
Is he giving it to us? Not quite. Thought he was giving it to us. Well, we're too far back now.
5 laps to go.
But he's getting loose. Really loose.
Outside. Stay low.
Try and be nice and smooth down here. Hopefully no one spins out of the corner up ahead of us.
Stay low. That car is a lap down. Stay low. 2 laps to go.
2 to go. Just be smooth down here. Should be able to wear him down.
Go ahead, William.
Stay low. You're clear high.
We got it.
Alright,
These
man.
guys are all lap cars.
Alright, man. White flag at the line.
Just need to be
Outside.
smooth. Let's not
Still there.
get into any trouble gassing it up too hard, trying to
You're on the bottom,
be too
3 wide.
aggressive
Got
there.
one outside. You're too wide there. All clear, all clear. Have a slow car on the bottom.
Another slow car on the bottom. Don't see him.
We have a car stopped down low. Got one stopped up high. Got one outside.
And we
have a car
somehow
stopped down
recover for a P11. Wow.
low. There's the
I don't know
deck.
how we did that.
Bring it on home and let's get out of here.
Sorry to scare you a bit, Gavin.
No, you're fine. Good race. We somehow recovered to a P11. That's one of my better recoveries, probably of all time. Oh, man. Scott ends up second. Justin gets back to third. He beats Larry. Newsflash. He beat Larry. Good run to Scott. He said he almost won it, but he got the wall and got loose. Jordan winds up 8th. Oh, man, that was a tough one. Good run there with Jeremy. Good racing. What were my tires? Probably not worth saying. 89, 89. How about that? That's pretty nice. Yeah, no biggie to Diego. It happens. I don't have a lot of room to talk about causing wrecks at this point in time, so we'll move on from it. We recovered all right. This was the first contact. I don't think I left too much of a gap. I was stuck behind Scott. I mean, I'm running the same line that Scott and the guy in front of him's running, and he just kind of threw it in there. Yeah. Not a good move by him, but he apologized, so we'll move on. Unfortunate. Yeah, the 17 got us. I thought he got us in the door, but he just got us in the quarter panel and didn't really affect anything. And since that was so early, the field wasn't strung out where they're all around the track, and I could just get going immediately. I had this huge gap, so that kind of worked out in my favor. 16 and the 18 coming together. 16 got loose, and then the 18 kind of came up, and then 13 got in that. Just kind of a racing deal there. Some big net code for the 13. The 13 was stuck at a terrible angle on corner entry here and took him forever to get turned around. Then the 22 slides up, and then the 9, Evan gets into him, and then any little tap will send you around, and then he's just got a conveyor belt of cars that he's got to wait on. Did I forget to update paints? I might have forgot. 15 gets loose out of the corner, and then when we were stuck behind the 20 and the 22, the 20 just was riding the low line trying to get past the 22, and finally he overdrives it and slams into the 22. And the leaders were coming up on us at that point too. I figured I'll go high, 20 probably overdrive it out of the corner and get loose, and we can clear him on the outside and then get underneath the 22. But then this happened, just parted the seas and got us away from the leaders, and we got past both of them. That was very close. The leaders just had to slam on the brakes to not die. They somehow didn't even wreck. Oh, Larry gets a tap from Evan, but they all save it. Jordan gets a tap. The 20 was a lap down at that point. I think he might have gotten sent by the leaders prior to this too. Like after he had the contact with the 22. Pretty sure. Right? It was right after we got by him when they made that contact. I think, yeah, he got bumped by the 5. Yeah, he was turning in like they weren't there. Gets spun up. 3 wide for a moment, but they all keep it straight. And then he's cutting down in front of Jordan. 21, too much throttle out of the corner. Loops it. Very easy to do that here. He gets it back going without any trouble. 14 just drives straight into the back of the 16 and dumps him down the straightaway. Very interesting there. And then what is going on here? The 5 car is in the lead. He just gets completely screwed, looks like. Well, he still wins it. He just had to slam on the brakes because the 16 was there, and then, I mean, they just all get jumbled up, and 3 car pays the price. That was unfortunate there. And then this is right at the end, what Scott was talking about. Yeah, Scott got way loose. He was trying to get everything out of it. The 5 got way loose too. If Scott had just kept it smooth, he might have been able to get around him, but just comes up short. That's the white flag right there, or checkered flag. 14 just gunning it, spinning the tires up. And that's it. So, our Our position graph, whatever, looks crazy this race. I'm sure we started what P6? Yeah, P6 fell back to dead last, 22nd, and work our way back up to 11th. I don't know how we did that, but pretty good, I guess. So we'll take that. 11th is probably as good as I was going to do anyway, really. It's what I was expecting, but we kind of outqualified ourselves, I think. But tough racing. It's a tough short track. Crazy things like that'll happen, but still fun.